Oi, Mizanzi Lovers! A gente viu no vídeo anterior que a África do Sul ela padece com a falta de energia e que a classe social é um fator determinante para estipular o quanto que a pessoa vai ser impactada pelos apagões. E fica muito evidente que quanto menos dinheiro você tem, quanto menor for a sua renda, maior é o seu sofrimento em relação ao load shed, maior é o impacto que aquilo vai ter na sua vida no dia a dia. Tem duas perguntas sobre o load shedding na entrevista. Uma é: qual que foi a pior coisa que aconteceu com aquela pessoa por causa do load shedding? E a outra é: existe alguma coisa de bom no load shedding? Hoje a gente fica com a primeira pergunta e aí a gente vai ver o impacto que o load shedding tem na vida dessas pessoas especificamente. E na semana que vem a gente vê a outra. What was the worst thing that happened to you because of load shedding?
Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh God. Okay. So I used to have a startup that was based between Singapore, India, and South Africa. That's where the founders were. And I was pitching for like money for like our startup, right? And then I was pitching, and this thing was supposed to start at like maybe 10 o'clock our time, and load shedding was 12 o'clock, right? And then it was just late in the middle of my pitch. Bah! Load shedding. The video's around there somewhere. I can find it again, but yo, that was, and you just had to like be like, listen, and that's why it's important to support South African and African businesses because we keep on going no matter what. Doesn't matter if the power just goes out because there was nothing I could do. It was hilarious, actually.
Now it's
Now,
hilarious.
then it was nerve wracking.
Nah.
It was nerve wracking.
Hey.
I missed an exam. Yeah. There was no electricity, and I had a exam scheduled online because of
It
the
was pandemic.
lockdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Load shedding. It was
Wow,
crazy.
wow.
To me, necessarily no. But I've seen bad things happen to people. One of my close friends' house burned down because they left something on while there was electricity, and then when electricity came back, no one was there. So yeah, then it started fire and the house burned down.
Can't think of anything. It's just boring. You have to go to sleep.
I was unable to submit an assignment. It was in high school.
Because of load shedding, my fridge was off and everything, the contents of the fridge was off and everything went rancid. Yeah. The definition of rancid is what you're smelling right now.
The last time I missed an exam because like my phone was slow, ne? So I was supposed to wake up around 6 to prepare to go to school and write. So because the alarm didn't go on because my phone was off, then I had to miss that exam.
I think the worst things that I've had are probably related to my PhD because that's when the load shedding got particularly bad. It was during the last year of writing my PhD that we had the worst load shedding. And dealing with that was hard. I think I'm still very privileged. Like, hands down, like I cannot complain too hard because there are people in this country that really don't have anything to help. I could come to campus. Like that was sort of, the university campus was a refuge because there you had generators. You could go sit in the library and stuff like that. I think that on par with the pandemic was the harshest thing, at least for my PhD, made research really difficult. When I think also during that time, my computer decided to blue screen as well. So it was like, it wasn't running as it should after that. I mean, you can do all the repairs and you do quick repairs because you can't afford a new laptop necessarily. So you do like small repairs that can sort of fix the immediate problem, but then your battery life is shot as well. And so I would be so reliant on power just to power my laptop so I could do the writing, because especially if you're literature focused, when you're doing a PhD or lit focused scholarly work stuff fields, you are so dependent on that. Like you can read, but if it's at night, you can't read in the dark. So if everything is so online, you're a little screwed. Pardon my French. But yeah.
Load shedding. The fact that I had to spend money to buy all these gas things, that's the worst thing. Other than that, I've never really experienced it. Even where I live, there isn't. Even here, there isn't. But there was a power cut. And by virtue of that, I had to now think of alternative ways, in which I could get this restaurant to survive. So maybe I would say the worst thing is the loss of money, both from the business side of things, because when that power cut took place, that entire week I wasn't working, fridges were not working, what. See, that's, yeah.
Load shedding. Ooh. Load shedding. I just want everything. You must just come in fine. She mustn't just go like that. You see, for my side, I don't know for other people, but for my side, it's very heavy. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. It's not nice for me because this time, what can I say? Apartheid time, was everything all right. The small kids, he didn't go 24 out the night. Everything was 5 o'clock. Everything she was right in the house.
The cause of load shedding? To be honest, I've never really experienced much of load shedding because I think I'm lucky I normally stay around areas that are not affected by load shedding because of a major hospital or being around Union Building, So some areas are not, and I've been very lucky. I'm not even gonna lie about it, So I've been very, very lucky to always be around areas that are really not affected by load shedding. So at the top of my head, I can't really think of anything,
Traffic. And then also not be able to work at home. You have to go work somewhere else, but it's not so bad. I just sit at the gym the whole day.
Don't you think that, I'm going to say my perception is that South Africans, they know how to drive when load shedding is happening. They are polite. You go, now it's my turn.
Yeah, you go. No, you go. No, you.
and somehow the traffic moves.
Okay.
Don't you think that you guys kind of know how to deal with the load shedding, traffic, robots, stuff?
I guess so. But in the beginning it was hard. Extremely hard. But now it's like we're so used to it now. Now we don't have load shedding. How does that work?
Don't say it out loud because they might come back with that again.
It will come back.
No. I have faith.
I've had faith many times before. It will come back. But let me say this. We bought a house that has a gas stove.
Yes.
We have solar for warm water.
Yes.
So yes, we won't be able to charge our stuff and we don't have lights, but we have the backup stuff and everything. So it's not that bad like it was before when we had nothing. And previously when we lived in Rietendale, we didn't get load shedding at all because we lived right next to the president. Almost.
Hey.
Yeah, I know, privileged.
Hey, yes.
And then the electricity would go off for like 4 days because of some other issue, not load shedding. And then we are like in a flat spin, we don't know what's going on. And everyone who has load shedding, like, don't you have stuff? Don't you prepare? And we're like, well, no, we don't have load shedding.
Cara, é.
And then you can't say that out loud because everyone is like,
It took me a long time to say that the first time out loud. I don't
get
experience
load shedding.
because, hey,
It was in winter and we didn't have lights, and I wake up early. I have to prepare my son for school and I have to prepare myself to come to work, and apparently I didn't iron the clothes. Then we just took the clothes and wear the way they were.
The worst. So the worst I could say, so usually I work on like proposals and stuff. So usually I need to like be home or I need to be at Botagi. So usually I work at home, usually I work at Botagi. So now there was a deadline that I was supposed to meet, right? I did not check my schedule. There was a lot of pressure because there's load shedding. They give you a schedule at what time. So I did not check the schedule that the test is going to go at a certain time. So it caught me off guard. And then I couldn't submit my work. And the deadline was like in a few hours. So then, yeah, it kind of broke my spirit. But you know what? We move on. There's other opportunities in life.
I don't have one because where I live, there's no load shedding. But I've traveled to spaces that would get load shedding. So I realized I'm afraid of thunder because of load shedding, because it almost amplifies other senses because it's dark, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, no. So that, I guess.
Well, I work a lot on the phone. Part of my shamanic work is talking to people on the phone and doing telephonic counseling sessions. So a lot of the times when my Wi-Fi is down, I can't charge my phone, I can't connect my laptop. I couldn't connect with my people like that. So I would only do face-to-face sessions. So that's one of the ways that it would kind of slow me down. And I also would be on radio. I used to work on a radio show for a European-based radio station called Black Culture Radio in London. So we would broadcast from here. And sometimes on a Friday there's no power, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no connection, right? We used to have to travel to the Union Building because that area stays on even when there's load shedding, which is where our governmental structures are. So we had a friend there, so we would go to him just to set up. But
Obviously running late to work because of load shedding, the convoy, and then from home bathing with cold water. So it's not good at all.
I went to buy actually a pot made, and then for the rest of the week there was no electricity. So that's how bad it is.
For me as a person, I wouldn't think of anything at the go because I am one of the privileged people who has never experienced load shedding. So where I stay are surrounded by embassies next to the union building, so there's no load shedding. But people, my friends, at times we miss our prayer meetings because people are on load shedding. Other people will say that it's 3 days that we haven't had lights. Not that they don't have money, but there are no lights. You can just imagine those people with very small babies. If there are no lights, they are forced to give kids cold milk, and other people can't even breastfeed. So what kind of a generation are we nourishing?
E aí, Mizanzi Lovers? Gostaram do vídeo de hoje? Alguma coisa te surpreendeu? Já sabe, né? Assim, se gostou, se inscreve aqui, ó. Aperta esse sininho, compartilha com os amigos, tá? Vamos deixar esse papo gostoso rolando. Beijo.